Chapter 6. You're the chosen ones. Note that while this is not a machine translation, my Japanese isn't too great, so there are almost certainly some errors. Feel free to wait until a better translation is out. Okay. You lucky trash. Less than null, Serious, hey now, those are your first words after they wake up. I fear the confusion Noel caused, as the initial impression is crucial to clear up any tension. However, where did the word trash suddenly come from? What the hell are you saying? Less than serious, greater than a slip of the tongue. Just now, they looked so messy, I confused them with trash. Less than null, greater than Less than young girl, greater than listen, calm down and tend to the kid. Less than serious, with you panicking, the kid won't settle down. As Dee and I withdrew, Noel clumsily begins to talk while gesturing. Sorry. Daughter, you okay? Less than null, greater than AU. Less than young girl, greater than a little surprised to be talked. The girl inspects her surroundings, frantically searching for something. Seeing the boy next to her, her expression softens a little. Younger brother, yes? He's safe too. Are you okay? Is there anything you need? Less than null, greater than AAA. Less than young girl. Noel confirms things one at a time, first calming the girl down and then assuring their safety. Is this child unable to speak? Less than null, greater than I'd only recently rescued her. I think it's only inflammation, so I believe she should get better. Less than serious, with the two nearby, I invoke scan. Along with inflamed festering wounds covering their bodies, they are plagued with malnutrition and severe dehydration. Even though the inflammation won't last long, I decided to heal the girl's throat. Although troublesome, this isn't the time to worry about that. Understandably nervous, I left it to Noel until the girl calmed down. Hey look, I don't have a collar, right? This companion of mine won't hurt you, okay? Less than null, greater than Less than young girl. The girl was surprised while touching her neck. She noticed the slave collar was missing. The boy, on the other hand, looked confused. You noticed? You can be relieved because the collar was removed. Noel, greater than you. Less than young girl, greater than under normal circumstances it would have been impossible, but thanks to Master it did not result in a failure, so it's all good. Oh. I get it. You're hungry, right? We've prepared some warm soup that I know is delicious. Less than null, greater than you. Less than young girl. The girl who cried tears of joy after hearing that her collar was removed, reacted to the word soup. However, the boy lying down shook his head. Noel appeared to be considering their reactions. I see, the young brother is hesitant. Well, shall we talk then? Less than null, wiping tears away with a handkerchief, the girl slowly nodded. Noel's straightforward nature had helped to lower their guards. My name is Noel. Can you tell me your name? Less than null, greater than no. Less than young girl, greater than sorry, your voice is a little too strained, Then letters. Can you write them? Less than null. Noel looks toward Dee and I for help. But, considering Noel's nature, she isn't the type to give up so quickly. With a great trouble, Noel returns her attention to the girl. Geez, Dee calls Noel. Then Noel's gaze shifts to me. Less than serious, greater than I'm sorry. Less than null, greater than got it. This man is our master, serious. Do you remember him helping you? Less than null, greater than Less than young girl, still wary, she answers with a nod. As Dee quietly leaves the room, I calmly approach Noel. I'll introduce myself again. I am serious. As Noel's master, I will protect you. Less than serious, greater than he. Less than young girl, greater than I want to understand your situation. However, you can't talk, right? First, I want to heal your throat. But how to do it, I wonder. Less than serious, greater than serious. Sama is a very tender-hearted master, so it's okay. Heck, he's not even angry from something like this. Less than null, greater than I rustle Noel's hair. She understands that this gesture is to calm the young girl. Even with Noel's poker face and reckless greeting earlier, the girl nodded. Thanks, well then, let me touch your throat. You'll feel a little heat but the pain will quickly go away. Less than serious greater than why. Yes, less than young girl. Though a little suspicious, the girl exposes herself. Thanks to that, I was able to see various pitiful chafing scars. Let's heal those too. Placing my hand on her head, I pour in magic power for an instant. Gah! Less than young boy greater than. Less than serious. Suddenly the boy shot up and bit my arm. Serious Sama. Less than null greater than. Wait. Less than serious. As Noel pins the boy down, the magic doesn't disperse as my concentration is maintained. Even though his jaw is weak, his fully grown canines are a little painful. Less than young girl greater than. By talking with master, you're delaying treatment. Less than null. Because of the girl trying to stop the boy, the healing isn't stabilizing. The boy is also desperate. It's difficult for the wounded boy to think rationally. Less than young boy greater than. The timing is a little difficult. Her. Less than serious greater than. Wah. Serious trauma. Blood is. Less than null greater than. A little blood was coming from where the canines had penetrated. The pain continued, however I can endure it. If you don't move, I'm going to pet you. Less than serious greater than. What? Less than young boy greater than. That's right. By acting indifferent, I'll calm him down. Less than serious. Elena was clearly in turmoil while observing the unpleasant situation. The boy persisted relentlessly. After the girl calmly stroked the boy's body for a few minutes, he gradually released his bite. Sister, why should I stop? Less than young boy greater than. NNN. Less than young girl greater than. I don't like it. I can't believe it. Hey, take your hands off my sister. Less than young boy trying to attack once again. He's stopped by his sister's hands. Unlike his sister, his rebellious spirit appears to be strong, and considering their history of slavery, this makes sense. After the younger brother was soothed for a few minutes, the treatment was completed, so I withdrew my hand. Okay. Any time now is good. Say something. Less than serious greater than. Stop it, that's unreasonable for my sister. Because of them my sister isn't able to speak. Less than young boy greater than. Your throat should be healed. Try and use your voice. Less than serious. While the boy ranted, I persisted anyways. The girl, baffled, sucked in her breath. USU. Less than young girl greater than. Sister? Less than young boy greater than. Royce. You hear my voice. Less than young girl greater than. I hear you, sister. Less than Royce greater than. Sniffle. That's great. Less than Noel. Tears begin to form on Noel's face as the siblings embrace each other. Noel brings a handkerchief to her tear-filled eyes. Hold on now. There are things to do before you cry. Want soup? Less than serious greater than. That's right. Prepare at once. Less than null. So it doesn't get cold. I want them to eat quickly. Reaching to the bottom of the container, Noel presented 2 bowls of soup to them with a smiling face. The younger brother has come to his senses, so I'm all right now, right? Right, warm soup to eat. Less than serious greater than. That's it, it's a trick. It's incredibly disgusting and you're going to laugh at us. Less than Royce greater than. That's not the case. Look, yay, it's tasty. Less than serious. Unthinkably, the boy falsely accuses me again despite seeing me eat in front of him. Saying nothing at the scene in front of her, Noel holds out the bowls to them with a slightly serious face. I think you two suffered a lot. However, serious trauma tried his hardest for your sake, right? Less than null greater than. Why do this for us? Less than young girl greater than. Maybe you question why Serious Sama intervened? I want you to listen to Serious Sama's explanation, but right now I want you to eat. Less than null greater than. That's right, eat right away. It's getting cold. Less than serious. With my encouragement, the girl finally puts them in her mouth. Delicious. Less than young girl greater than. Oh, is that true, sister? It's not something like poison? Less than Royce greater than. It's very delicious. Warm, and for the first time. Less than young girl timidly raising the bowl to his mouth, large tears started flowing. Damn, you little. What the heck, shit. Less than Royce greater than. Delicious, really, you. Less than young girl, it seems he's completely thrown off his shackles. Ignoring their appearance and the shame of it, the two cried in a loud voice. Crying with all their strength and unable to calm down, those present came to understand their harmlessness. Crying without holding back is a good way to let go of heavy burdens. Rely on us in the future. Less than serious, greater than, yes, please leave it to us. Less than Noel. Trusting the two, I quietly left the room. Upon leaving the room, I greet Elena. She takes my hand, smiling gently. Good work. But don't overdo it. If it wasn't a kid's strength, you'd be seriously injured. Less than Elena. Greater than, as you said, but it isn't so serious an injury for you to be worried. Less than serious. Greater than, indeed. Let's hurry up and apply treatment. I don't want to sound cynical, but thinking about hygiene, I'm worried about infection. Less than Elena. Greater than, it's okay, the magic filtered any impurities in the blood. After clawing, treatment won't be needed. Less than serious. Greater than, as expected. But let's wrap it in bandages just in case. Less than Elena. Using my hands, the bandages were wrapped quickly. Though overprotective as ever, Elena looked happy. Sorry, Elena. I grabbed these two without consulting anyone. Less than serious. Greater than, apologies are not necessary. Rather, this is a good thing. Serious Sama really is Arya Sama's child. Less than Elena. Greater than, mothers? Less than serious. Greater than, that's right. The situation was different, but Arya picked up Noel in a similar manner. Their look and spirit were just like this. Less than Elena. Elena laughs happily. Without knowing, I'd acted the same way as mother. I should say I'm glad, yet it feels creepy. Serious Sama, what do you intend to do with the two? Less than Elena. Greater than, what do I intend? Her. The family right now can easily support 2 more people. Less than serious. Greater than, serious Sama. Less than Elena. Interrupting me, Elena put her hands on my shoulders with a serious face. Don't mind us to the household, please tell us your honest feelings. We're servants, therefore we'll do what you want. Less than Elena. Greater than, even if I'm unreasonable? Less than serious. Greater than, even then. However, if you're being unreasonable, we'll say something. Less than Elena. Geez, these people are hard for me to understand. With Elena's words, most of my guilty conscience was cleared. I want to protect them. I want to train them and give them their independence. Less than serious. Greater than, the two are broken, immature. Honestly, it will only be a burden for us. However, you want this nevertheless. Less than Elena. Greater than, regardless. This is not an act of mercy, but rather one of self-satisfaction. Less than serious, as their teacher I should be qualified. I understand there's also a difference in growth due to their race, yet I'm able to overlook this difference due to my unprecedented amount of magic. Well then, want to know the reason why I happen to help you too? Less than serious. Greater than, I thought nobody was good. But ever since you helped me, it's become hard to think that way. Less than young girl. Greater than, I wanted to protect both of them the instant I saw the young girl's eyes. So long as I see someone hurt, I'm going to want to protect them. This is because I remember a student in my last life with similar eyes. To me it's sentimental, but it's fine that way. The present me, rather than as an old man with 60 years of mistakes, and tends to live instinctually, like a youth. You were desperate to protect each other, right? I thought I could trust 2 people like that. Less than serious. Greater than, if serious Sama says such, I will also trust you. As such, will you accept my request to give you 2 attendant training? Less than Elena. Greater than, attendant training. I didn't pick the 2 up to be attendants. Less than serious. Greater than, however, I can't feed 2 people who don't do anything. A home and meal has value. So you should help with our work first. Elena. Greater than, it certainly is. Less than serious, just physical training or educating yourself isn't good enough, we must also provide them with experience in being an attendant. Opening square bracket. I'm ashamed to admit it. But recently there have been many times where I thought the work was overwhelming and that we needed more attendants. Elena. Greater than, since I don't mind the time education will take, I want permission. Less than serious. Greater than, if Elena allows it, I don't mind. The first thing to do is confirm it with the 2 siblings. D. Greater than, since you saved their life. I think there's no problem. Less than Alina greater than, though you feel obligated to teach them a way to live, leaving it to the saved themselves should be an exception. Less than D greater than, ooh kind her. Truly just like Arya-sama. Less than Alina. Even so, I'm embarrassed when that's said to me. Feeling awkward, I decided to change the topic. Prepare for dinner. We should calm down with a meal. I got fresh pork cutlet today. Less than serious greater than, is it a new dish? I'm delighted. Less than D greater than, right? In my spare time I was able to make it with Noelle. Less than serious greater than, I hope this new dish will be the first thing that stands out to them as I make my first attack through their stomachs. Now that the food is ready, everyone is gathered in the parlor. Calmed down, I thought I'd finish questioning the two. What is this? It's so crunchy and meaty. Moreover, the mayonnaise inside then is the best. Less than null greater than, hush up. Less than serious greater than, I purposefully created a scene by passing the meal to Noelle in front of the two. By the way, I sandwiched the cutlet in slices of bread. While Noelle turned ecstatic with her favorite mayonnaise, handing it over in front of them was a mistake. The two looked jealously at the fragrant dish as Royce began to drool. It would be bad for you, so you shouldn't eat any. Less than serious greater than, I don't believe you. Isn't that Onisan eating it? Less than Royce greater than, hey Royce. Sorry for my younger brother's rudeness. Less than young girl greater than, don't worry about it. By the way, what's the last thing you both ate? Less than serious greater than, that is, there wasn't any meat to eat, so we ate wildflowers but we threw them up. The soup now was the first meal in a while. Less than young girl greater than, is that so? Not eating weakened your internal organs. If you eat that now you'll throw up. Less than serious greater than, I won't throw up. Less than Royce greater than, sorry. Less than young girl. The Royce continued to make brazen statements, not understanding the situation. He lived with such an attitude as a slave. Well if you sound healthy, in order to eat, you need to be patient. Less than serious greater than, yes. Sorry. Less than young girl. The girl, apparently also wanting to eat it, unintentionally responded and was embarrassed. Well, honesty is good. I introduced myself earlier, but shall I reintroduce myself? Less than serious greater than, who the heck are you? Less than Royce greater than, Royce. Less than young girl greater than, it's fine, then I shall introduce myself. I am Sirius, master of this house. Less than serious. Next I introduce Irina, D, and Noelle. During my introductions, Noelle accidentally chokes on some water, but it doesn't affect the flow of the conversation. Is Sirius-sama a noble? Less than young girl greater than, a noble for now I guess. But speaking to me casually is good, I'm a different type of person. Less than serious greater than, such reason. Anyways, I am Emilia. Although it's late, thank you for helping us. Hey, you too. Less than Emilia greater than, I am Royce. Less than Royce, Emilia and Royce her. Since Royce's voice quickly became submissive, maybe he understood I was a noble and pulled back. Your voice quickly became quiet, her. What happened to your confidence up to now? Less than serious greater than, you, shut up. My name is Royce. Son of the amazingly strong and proud Philios. Royce greater than. So, the son of the amazingly strong and proud Philios doesn't have the manners to say thanks for the help received? Serious greater than, you. Less than Royce greater than, I don't particularly want to torment him, but this is part of teaching him. Although he may be a child, a decent person that is unable to thank their benefactor should be corrected. The servants support my side by saying nothing and waiting for orders. Thank you. Less than Royce greater than, well okay. With this, introductions are complete, so do you have any questions? Less than serious greater than, what's going to happen to us after this? Less than Royce greater than, that's what worries me the most. Rather than proceeding, we need to present what choices there are and aren't. I have nothing but Royce. No parents, no family, no money. Therefore, I don't know what I should do. Less than Emilia greater than, Emilia and Royce being left behind like that. Please stay here until you're healed. Less than serious greater than, But we're both slaves, less than Amelia greater than, since there's no collar, you're no longer a slave, right? After you get well, there are two options. One way is for you two to do as you like afterwards. Another is to learn a way to live from me. Less than serious greater than, learn, is it? Less than Amelia greater than, that's right, I will provide the necessary strength and knowledge for survival in this world. Naturally, I will also provide meals and necessities in the meantime. Less than serious greater than, he's lying, sister. An adult that talks like that must have an ulterior motive. Royce greater than. Royce thought, but Amelia greater than. Are you two not frustrated? Less than serious greater than, what would you know? Less than Royce greater than, don't you think it's frustrating wanting to protect each other but not being able to fight back against a mere monster? Isn't merely being deceived by an adult good? Less than serious. With those words, the two hid their faces in frustration. It's a bitter lesson. Even though it's easy to do. You said there was nothing but your younger brother. If there's nothing to lose, follow me. Less than serious greater than, why go so far for us? Less than Amelia greater than, no reason. If you force me to answer, it was a whim. Think of it as good luck. Less than serious greater than, yes, we'll follow you. Less than Amelia greater than, sister? Less than Royce greater than, it's somewhat of a letdown. I thought I would have to press for a decision all day, but the girl was more proactive than expected. We don't have any other choice, and you say your teaching makes a person stronger. I want to become strong to protect Royce. Less than Amelia greater than, because I have to protect sister. Less than Royce greater than, then Royce also agrees. Moreover, don't you think this attitude resembles your father? Less than serious greater than, wrong. Father was bigger and stronger. You and us aren't the same as him. Less than Royce, oi, don't compare me with him. Since I look like a 6-year-old, I don't feel the same to Royce, but for Amelia it seems different. I thought she was just a helpless girl, but she might be an unexpectedly good find. It isn't you, it's serious, Sama. Since you decided to follow him, you should address him properly. Less than Amelia greater than, I got it, sister. Serious, Sama. Less than Royce greater than, even though my younger brother is useless, please treat us well. Serious, Sama. Less than Amelia, even though Royce didn't want it, the two silently bowed. At any rate, it turned out fine in the end. Although half forced, to be able to teach again and for the two to receive protection until they become strong is a win-win relationship. I can't complain. I have various thoughts as well, but treat me well. Your resolution can't be half-hearted. Less than serious greater than, we'll do our best. Less than Amelia and Royce greater than, to be brief, show me your resolve. Less than serious, though as tattered as ever, their expressions softened immediately. I think children are best when smiling. Though not yet, someday the two children will overcome their past and smile again. Opening square bracket. Since it seems the conversation is done, is it okay for us, the family, to explain? Less than Alina greater than, that's right, they'll leave it to you. Less than serious, they should learn the family rules from Alina Tachi, who are in a similar situation. First, your appearances. Take this medication and wipe your bodies. Less than Alina greater than, here's the medicine. Less than D greater than, right, here's hot water and a towel. Less than Noel greater than, less than Amelia and Royce greater than, next clothes. After getting your measurements taken, get some hand-me-downs. Less than Alina greater than, right, measurements are done. Less than Noel greater than, clothes here. Less than D greater than, less than Amelia and Royce, Alina, D, and Noel adjusted the attire of the two while they stood there in a daze. Since their injuries are completely healed, about 5 days should be enough to allow their minds to adjust, right? Naturally, I include this in my treatment plan. While talking to the two, they're being pushed around like rag dolls as clothes are put on them. I form a schedule in my head. Amelia, 7-year-old girl with hair that shines silver down to her shoulders in a bob cut, with small eyes and future prospects of growing into a beautiful woman. One of the few Silver Wolf tribe of the Adrode continent, daughter of Philios. Helped with housework in the village and was like a caring big sister to the children. Hasn't used magic, so her attribute is unknown. Royce, 5 years old, Amelia's younger brother. not inferior to his undaunted sister, a mischievous silver-haired boy with an attitude that mocks the heavens. Has distinct small clefts at the tip of his ears. Like a mark of a cat being castrated, it's like a cut on the tip of the ear. Because of his many cheeky remarks, I must culture him thoroughly before I forge him. Attribute is unknown like his sister. Yep, like before, teaching students gets me fired up. Just imagining their potential brings me great pleasure. Sirius at 6 years old, was able to get 2 students.